Welcome to Urban Ashram. My name is Jeff Tomlinson, also known as Harshad. And this really began as a passion project probably many years ago. And if I think about it, it might even go all the way back to the early 90s when I was living at the ashram. I was in the SLT program, Spiritual Lifestyle Training. And I was actually playing basketball and I hurt my knee and I had a meniscus tear in my knee and I had to leave the ashram. I had to come home to Washington State from Massachusetts all the way out to Washington State. I had to drive my car home with my knee all bandaged. What an adventure. Ended up on my parents' couch. So Ram Dass said, if you think you're enlightened, go visit your parents. Love that statement. Because I went from leaving the ashram and a little ceremony and all my brothers and sisters there and chanting and lovely time to driving across country for 3 days and then on my parents' couch watching TV. Just the shock of that alone, coming back to the world. I remember a couple days of that and then feeling the pain of that and just longing to go back. I almost said to go home. That's interesting. To go back to the ashram. So I think even then I was already, how do I integrate this? How do I live in the world, not as a monk, not as somebody completely removed and, separate from the world, but a little bit of both. So hopefully this is a way that I can start to offer some wisdom back, not just mine, because I surely am old enough now to know I don't have answers and all the information, but I've learned some good questions along the way, and now I know to bring in the people and to open it to the community and get other perspectives, etc. Because we are all one. We're all part of this adventure of consciousness. So what you're going to find here is, first and foremost, I love it, is this content on the website. I'm going to get into that. We're going to have some recordings, some online yoga and pranayam and meditation, definitely mindful rest, yoga nidra, even some take a breath practices from our offering that happens in schools, those special practices. We're going to have regular recordings where I'm going to probably I or someone else might do a 15-minute talk about some subject, some content, and then we'll open it up to the group and let us all collaborate and offer some wisdom and maybe some breakout into different conversations, maybe some co-listening, some opportunities for people to share with each other. That's a big part of community for us. In Mindful Rest, Uchita, Sonia, and myself, communication is such a foundation to any authentic community. Also included, we're going to have access to our, I'm going to say acclaimed, masterful yoga teacher training courses that we've done for many years. They've been virtual for the last little while. And so we've got a lot of recordings of some of that kind of best of the greatest hits content from those yoga teacher trainings. And we're going to make that available through an online subscription portal into that content. So I think that's awesome. It will also offer some discounts and some, to trainings or live in-person trainings or events or virtual offerings. So we'll definitely do all that. And then finally, what's going to be available is the Urban Ashram podcast. I'm very excited about that. That is an interview with someone that's been in an ashram or an intentional community and hear from them. What are their takeaways from their time living there? What brought them there in the first place? What were some of the stories and whatever that might be, the wisdom that they brought forward. What do they live with now that is part of that wisdom and training or experiences from their time in the ashram? I think you'll find that very valuable. So I'm glad you're here, and I think there's going to be opportunities for everybody in this urban ashram community. I think there will be mentoring opportunities to hear from other people on their own journey. And I think that's really important right now, that we come together as a community to be authentically supported and support others as well on this journey. We need to be together right now. So this is my way to start to address that. So thanks for joining us.